Thanks for listening to the AZ12 podcast. I am your host, Mike Luke, joined by Jason Scheer. Hello, Jason Scheer. How are you doing today?
Splendid, Michael. How are you?
All right. This show is brought to you today by Little Caesars Code to free classic, free pepperoni pizza with, it's not any pizza purchase, but it's got to be a non-traditional pizza, non-pepperoni or non-cheese. And then, so that is that. Now, code LCFREECC, free crazy combo with any purchase. All right, we got a lot to get to this show. We are going to talk about Arizona, Arizona basketball. We've got a lot to get to, and not only that, some Arizona football. But first, Scheer, it was a good weekend for Arizona sports, or at least for us. Arizona didn't lose. And some of the teams that we don't root for lost as well.
Great weekend. Look, I generally don't like bye weeks all that much because I get kind of bored. But when I'm sitting and watching ASU get killed and Colorado get killed, and there was some good football earlier in the day, I'm a happy man. We were very happy on Sunday. We must have called each other 87.
Oh, yeah, no, yesterday was very, very good. Not only was yesterday very good, it was what we needed. And let's talk about it here. Arizona, Colorado. And again, we're going to have a post-game show tonight as well. But let's talk a little bit about Arizona, Colorado. Listen, I always get beat up in the comments for saying this, but it doesn't make any sense, or it doesn't mean what I'm saying isn't true. Colorado sucks. They're not good. Arizona should be able to win this game.
That was really bad. I watched the first half because there's no reason to watch the second half.
Right.
Colorado looks like Arizona used to look, in the sense that they look done, right? Like they just look done. Like your Deion's message isn't resonating. Whatever approach he's taking isn't getting through to the guys. They don't care that they're down 43-0 at halftime. They look done. Now, maybe that changes when you go back home for homecoming and all that. But I know that look that we saw on Saturday.
Oh, we've seen that look.
Because we've seen it up close many a times.
Right, and that's a problem there. So let's talk a little bit about it. This is a team that I think has demoralized Colorado. Deion was saying for the longest time that you better get us now because we'll get you later as well. The thing with Colorado that was interesting too is that Utah didn't even try to throw the ball in that game. They basically just said, watch this, we're going to run the ball right at you. And that's exactly what they did. Arizona, we're going to get to the road arguments here in just a second. ASU sucks, but Arizona, I think should be able to run the ball with ease.
The path to Colorado winning this game, and I know, let's just pretend like it was on a neutral field for now.
Right.
On a neutral field, the path is very slim because Colorado does not run the ball. It is very apparent that Arizona's defensive weakness is against the run. Colorado's the second worst rushing team in the conference. They don't even try to rush the ball. And they certainly didn't stop anything Utah had to offer on the ground. Arizona should be able to score. This is a game where on a neutral field, Arizona would be favored by a touchdown. It's 4.5 on the road. That's a pretty big road spread for an Arizona team, right?
Right, for sure. Okay, yeah. Arizona, well, we're everybody's Super Bowl. But let me ask you this though, Scheer. And again, I get the Colorado. And I'm already going to tell you what if Arizona loses, what the pitch will be from some other folks. But if Colorado has, in all fairness to Colorado, they have played good teams at home very tough. Georgia Tech's a top 10 team in the country. They played them tough. They played BYU at home tough as well. They've acquitted themselves fair. They beat Iowa State at home. They've acquitted themselves fairly good at home.
Absolutely. That's why I said on a neutral field. You never know. Homecoming, 5:00. We're not going to hide the fact that Brent Brennan has a horrible road record and can't win on the road. I mean, anything could happen, right? Like, this is Arizona football. Let's not, But, yeah, they are absolutely – I mean, look, 7-point loss to Georgia Tech. They beat Wyoming, who sucks. I get it. 3-point loss to BYU, who they should have beat. They're very similar to Arizona game. And then they beat Iowa State. At home, they're a very good football team.
Yeah, all right. So that's something you got to factor in. Yes. All right, Mike, did you see Brian Peterson? Him has jumped right now into the 4-8. Wasn't that bad last year? No, I haven't seen that, but it doesn't surprise me. All right, here's what I'm going to say is going to happen, though. And again, to be very, very clear about something, I'm definitely have not called for Brent Brennan to be fired or anything. They definitely have shown improvement. I'm not there yet. What I'm going to say, though, is this: is that if Arizona does get beat by Colorado, I can absolutely tell you what the narrative will be from some other folks, and you don't have to hop in here. I'm just going to tell you what it'll be. Listen. Colorado was coming off a really, really tough loss to Utah, where they're totally focused. You've got homecoming. It's a good home team as well. The Dallas Cowboys wouldn't have been able to beat Arizona, or wouldn't have been able to beat Colorado in that game. That's what it's going to be. Would you agree?
Yeah, I get it.
That's what it'll be. So, all right. So Gustav says, I absolutely am not sure we beat Colorado. I'm not sure as well. All right. So let's get into a little bit of what we want to see, though, as well. First thing, though, that we got to talk about is the offense. The offense got to score points, and quite frankly, I've been happy with the offense the last couple of games. Now, there's some weird stuff here and there, but overall, I've been pretty happy with the offense.
The offense has been good enough,
right?
By far, right? Like by far, good enough to win football games. I'm perfectly fine. Noah Fafita's numbers, Mike, are going to wind up being better than they were that 1 year under Fish.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I mean, the dude's got 17 touchdowns, 4 picks. He's going to hit 2,000 yards this week. Like he's been really, really good. Yeah, I have no problem. I think the offensive play calling frustrates me a little bit at times because I hate, and you're the same way as me. I hate when something's working.
We just go away from it for no reason.
And a lot of OCs do it. Rich Rodriguez was one of the best at not doing it. Hence the second half against ASU.
Yes. Oh, right. Rich was awesome. I mean, Rich as a play caller was amazing. Second to none.
If it's working, why am I going away from it? But other than that, I mean, that's almost nitpicking because the offense is generally
and the other thing too, when it comes to Daggy and why, just look at where Arizona was last year with Dino Babers and Matt Adkins and where it is now with Daggy. Now, is Daggy perfect? No. But at the same time, though, it looks like an offense that I think is trying to score points.
Yes. Yeah. And I would like to see them be aggressive, especially on Saturday, because I don't think Colorado whatsoever is built to come back. I think if you get an early lead on Colorado at homecoming on their field, they're done. They're going to give up.
Hey, are we doing our power rankings today, Cody? Since we got 2 shows. Well, we got 2 shows today and not one tomorrow. Oh,
no, we do those on Wednesdays usually.
Oh, we're off tomorrow?
Yeah, well, because we're doing 2 shows today. Well, you're not doing 2 shows. I'm doing 2 shows.
I got 2
shows. All right. So now defensively, though, this is where it's also interesting as well, because Colorado does not want to run the ball. I don't think that Colorado is very well coached. We're going to get into that in a moment. But is Colorado smart enough to try to run the ball at Arizona? Hold on.
You don't give me a lot of NFL credit because I admit I watch more NFL now. You make fun of me and all that. But we both knew when Pat Shurmur was hired by Colorado that it was a terrible hire. Like there was no history, no reasoning to hire Pat Shurmur. He is terrible. So no, I don't think Colorado is smart enough to just run the ball. I really don't. Pat Shurmur's terrible. I wouldn't be surprised. A part of me wonders if Pat Shurmur doesn't get fired today.
By the way, we're very excited because on Thursday we always make fun of the Colorado state-run media and about how nobody's allowed to question Deion Sanders. We have one guy coming on from the Denver Post that Deion refuses to talk to. That's how good this guy is. He's a beacon of truth during uncertain waters. And I'll put it to you like this. This guy's a lot better person than I am because I would be spiking the hell out of that football right now if I was him. So that
I looked at his Twitter feed. He's not. Actually, I would be.
That's what I'm going to tell him. And I'm going to tell him his name's Sean Keeler. What I'm going to say to him though is I'm going to say, listen, Sean, I've never met you before, but I can assure you, you're a far better person than I am because I would be talking about this nonstop. About what's going on there in Boulder. But yeah, the other thing too, you sent me a play where Colorado basically tries 3 offensive linemen on a 3rd and 4, and then they have him rush it up the middle. That was an interesting one, Scheer.
It's a play where Cody, if I send you a tweet, can you get the play up?
Nah, I don't know because then we get demonetized though.
Oh, that's right. So basically, Salter's going. It's a 3-man line. There's a bunch formation and guys moving around and all that. Salter gets the play in his head from Shurmur, looks at Shurmur and basically goes, what the hell is this play? Like you could totally read his lips, is furious. And the play is a QB sneak or QB draw with 3 offensive
and believe it or not, it was short. It didn't work.
It worked. It got 4 yards.
But I thought it was short. Didn't he end up short?
Yeah, it worked. It worked considering that they only had 18 yards of offense in the half.
Well, I was going to say, I mean, anything to. Now, you said before that you thought that Arizona was going to lose to Colorado. Do you still?
Yeah, I changed my mind. No.
Okay.
No,
So wait a second here. So you're saying a team that gave up 9,000 yards and put 13?
Let me be very clear. Going into the Utah game, I was going to pick Colorado.
Yeah.
At home, Arizona's not good on the road. But I watched that game for a half, and I said, "This is
one of the worst.
Oklahoma State bad.
This was one of the worst performances I've ever seen."
Yeah, like this is what Arizona, used to look like at one point. Now, again, could they bounce back? Yeah, I actually think, and I'm going to make the argument, this is worse for Arizona.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think everyone does.
Because now in fans' heads now. What Burns just said, perfect, but not. It's not just
read it for the people. We get yelled at.
I feel Colorado getting spanked like they did doesn't help us. Look at that spread. Homecoming disinterested. We're off a bye week. Seems like a trap game. Yes and no. My point is more. If Arizona loses this game, they just lost to a team that got completely annihilated by you, and it'll be the worst looking loss of the year by far.
Yeah.
If they lose in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, so that's I agree, and it's also homecoming, so you got to put it as well that I mean. I
have a question for you because
no, it doesn't matter at all. I don't care.
Okay, because
I'm just saying that's
like. It's homecoming. It's their homecoming. And Houston was their homecoming. Do college kids care about homecoming? I don't remember caring at all about homecoming.
No. It's a high school thing. But I'm just telling you what the argument will be from the other side. They will the homecoming thing will absolutely be played in large there. But nobody goes into Colorado on homecoming and wins. All right. OC Bodybuilders puts
the only reason it matters is if you're expecting more fan turnout for that game.
Colorado at 5:00 on a Saturday on homecoming, I guess it should be sold out or pretty close to it. But again, we don't know after last weekend. They may say, I'm not going to this.
Is there anybody that's stealing more money than Deion Sanders?
You think he's going to leave, and I kind of do too. But that's a lot of money, man. Unless they buy him out, I think they need halfway.
The problem though is that a guy like that, he wants to be adored, he wants to be loved, and that city is, I think, kind of out on him. I mean, wouldn't you be?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard not to. All right, so we're going to talk about what this would mean then, a win for Arizona. But first, let's get a couple reads in here. Back the reads. All right, Bridge Tech Communication. All right, now you watch Colorado, and they're getting pushed around on both sides of the ball. No Ben 1. And here's what I'm going to say. Bridge Tech Communications promotes 100-plus health entities across multiple states. BridgeTechCommunications.com. Don't be like our friend Dennis Walsh, where you're working out in some rinky-dink gym, or you own a gym and you don't know what you're doing because you're not using Bridge Tech Communications. They can help you market your gym or health wellness spa. 750% average ROI. Check it out. Bridge Tech Communications, my friend. Thank you. You'll thank me later. Longview, Andre Veras. All right, Andre is sponsoring me. Baggins is sponsoring Ben One White to go up to Vegas for Arizona, Florida. We will be there. We will be up there, and we'll be looking very much forward to it. Did you recently change your jobs? Let's talk you through what your old 401k and learn more about your new employer retirement plan. Give Andre a call, the Mississippi Gladiator, at 520-325-3456, and reference the AZ12 podcast for a complimentary initial meeting, and check us out at longviewii.com. By the way, did you know that Andre's in South Carolina or Hilton Head or something?
Yeah, I think he's back now. But yeah,
good. All right. Well, yeah, we need Andre back. Week. Yeah, we need Andre back. Yeah. All right. Yeah, back the Andre, but don't endorse him. Okay. Now what else we got? Baggins. Now, Ben One White is going up to Baggins. Get the bag. Get the Ben One White. Look at this. Look at this graphic right here. Look at Ben One White. Oh, my gosh. Ben One White takes Vegas. Baggins, gourmet sandwiches. Imagine Ben in Vegas, what he's going to be doing. All right, now, actually, maybe you don't want to imagine. But either way, all right, get back. Cody, can you go back? I got to see what the graphic says again. All right, use code AZ12 for 15% off. Join our VIP text club. All food made in-house daily. Ben One White, get in there, mail it. Well, you can. Okay, now, all right. TLN says 8 and 22 and 15.
He was good. He was actually good last night.
He actually tried. Congratulations. Thanks for trying.
Did you see his interview after the game?
No, did he say he tried?
And yeah, basically. He said in order to motivate him, he needs like the team has started to make fun of him before games and troll him that he sucks, and so he has to go out there and prove them wrong.
I don't get it.
That's what he said.
There's something really strange with that guy going on, but whatever. All right, whatever. Good game. Okay, now Arizona. Let's say we're going to go over what the wins and losses. Then we're going to talk some Arizona basketball as well. The thing though that I do want to discuss a little bit though is the Big 12 and where everything is right now. Listen, Texas Tech. Texas Tech, obviously, I think when they're healthy is the best team. I'm going to say this, though, Scheer. And I think even ASU fans agreed with me on this. Or a lot of them. A lot of them. There's some idiots that didn't, but they're idiots. All right. Arizona, what should our expectations for Arizona football and ASU football? Because I don't care what ASU football fan says. Dude, the last 35 years, you're the same thing. You're the same program that we are. It's the same thing. You're good once every 10 years. The one thing I will give them is that they don't have necessarily the lows, but they're good once every 10 years. What should our expectations for Arizona football be?
That's easy, man. Rich Rod.
Yeah.
What Rich Rodriguez did. If you go back to his career at Arizona, I'm going to pull this up real quick. 8-5, 8-5, 10-4, 7-6, 3-9, 7-6. Right. Obviously, you don't want the 3-9.
Right, but everything else is
7 or 8 wins every year in a pretty decent bowl should absolutely be the goal.
And I still do believe that every like 6th or 7th season you should be able to have a good season, like a really good season.
What he did, yeah. Like his success at Arizona. I remember at the time, and you're going to make fun of me because I'm bringing up his name, Daniel Burke at the time.
I love Burke. I love Burke, by the way.
No. But he actually made a good point that I remember back at the time. He goes, when Rich was forced out or whatever it was, he goes, I don't think Arizona realizes this is what it should be. Yeah. Like it's going to be real hard to get better than this, but it's going to be real easy to get worse than this.
Right. Do you now Del Taco Tommy says, big thanks to the guy that got him fired. What do you think of that guy?
I think, I'm sure he had a good reason.
Yeah, but that's somebody that I'd like to see in person to be able to talk with them a little bit about.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, okay. I would love to talk to that person. Maybe I can get in touch with them sometime. But no Ben one. But at this, be careful. Yeah, but that I agree with that. The thing that I would really like to avoid though is the really bad seasons though. The seasons where it's like, all right, well, we're going to win 2 games or we're going to win 4 games or whatever the case may be. I would like to be able to avoid those type of seasons. But again, I think 6 wins, especially 2, because we're in the Big 12. Like Grayson Lee says, we are a football school. I think at the end of the day, just don't embarrass me. And again, this season so far for Arizona, I'm actually okay with by and large. Eventually you need to beat a good team. But it is what it is.
And look, I think when a coach gets hired at Arizona, they go to the mic and they say, what's your goal and your expectations for Arizona? And the first thing you should say is, I just don't want to embarrass Mike Luke.
Yeah, I mean, seriously. And I want to entertain Mike Luke.
Yeah, I want to entertain and not embarrass Mike Luke.
Right. By the way, look at Irish Mike, the great Irish Mike's screen name. Does he have a TV channel? Irish Mike TV 7DX. That's either a porn site or a YouTube channel. I don't know what it is. Maybe, who knows? But that is, all right. But that's, like I said, that's kind of where I'm at. Now, let's talk a little bit, or last year. Yeah, last year is what I can't have. I can never have another last year because that was just absolutely terrible. Now, I want to ask you this, and this is a good point that, the homers are bringing up, and they say that, Arizona doesn't really have a bad loss on its resume. That is very true, and I think you got to give that to them. My question is, though, at what point how is it counteracted, though, by the fact that you literally have no good wins since you've been here?
It's not. Yeah. Brent Brennan's best win to this day is either at a bad Utah team or home against Kansas State. Those are by far the 2 best teams.
And those aren't good wins. Gustav 1965 says, how the heck did we beat Utah last year? Because they were terrible. They were 4-8, and they had Helen Keller as their quarterback. They had a guy without legs and
Isaac Wilson is their 3rd string quarterback now.
Yeah.
He's not even their backup.
And Cam Rising, did we play Cam Rising or was it Isaac Wilson?
I think it was Cam for like a minute, and then it was like,
all right. Well, either way, they both suck. So I mean, that's kind of.
I mean, Arizona didn't even play well in that game, if I remember.
Like
that game, the fact that Utah. I'm going to go back and look right now at that box score because I'm pretty sure if I remember it, Utah was awful, but that game before the Burnett play, was very winnable. Let me go back and look at this, Mike, because we have to be accurate on this.
Big 12 Bobby says U of A is so inferior to other teams in the conference. No L's look bad.
Yeah, I'm right. Arizona had 350 yards that game. Like they didn't play well. They had Isaac Wilson the whole game. Rising never played. So Isaac Wilson was 20 of 40. And he had the 2 picks.
And he sucks.
Dorian
we did have a goal line stop in that game. Yards. Yeah. All right. Hey, I want to give Ben One Weissong a little bit of shout out here. But first, let's get now we'll just talk about it now. Listen, if you watched ASU's Irish Mike, I actually liked your OnlyFans channel that you had plugged there. All right, let me ask you this. Arizona, we have bashed the Arizona special teams. Not your relative, because we like him back there. We have bashed the Arizona special teams because, quite frankly, they have not been good. There's been some exceptions. We will get to those. After watching that ASU game, ASU does have worse special teams than Arizona.
I said this and people argued with me.
And it's not even close.
If you look at, again, it's not a perfect science, but if you look at ESPN's special teams efficiency, Arizona, right, is at 129th in the country. They're 129th in the country.
Right.
ASU is 134th. We're way better than ASU.
And let's talk about those kicks. Like Big 12 Bobby said, those kicks were terrible. Everything about that special teams is terrible. So they got rid of Regal. He's out. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. I like
Regal. I want to say I know the timing is ridiculous.
I like Regal as well. I think Regal's a great dude.
Yeah, it looks awful. Like it looks like he stepped down to it, but Regal really does have heart problems. And so I like Regal a lot. Regal's a cool dude.
Hey man, like either way, if he's saying, "Hey, I'm not getting the job done," and he comes to the coach and says, "Hey, you got to get rid of me," I get it. I get it.
Regal's a good dude.
Regal's a good dude for sure. Okay, so now let's talk about Arizona's special teams. I'm going to say this, Mr. Ben One Weissong. I like Ben One Weissong. It makes me laugh each time. Does Arizona know that we're allowed to return punts?
I think punt returning is dead.
I watched games this weekend where punts were actually returned. Yes.
I watched ASU's punt return or whatever. Fair catch it at the 5, and I got a little teary-eyed.
Yeah, because it reminded you so much of us. We need Luke Weissong to return kicks. The fact that we got him in there is good. I like the fact that we have him in there is good because now every time the ball is kicked on a punt return, it doesn't look like me trying to catch it out there where it's just putting your hand up and hoping it lands in there at the right time. Yeah. But now the next step is we need to let Luke Weissong return kicks, though, at this point, because, again, he is a good kick returner. I would like to see this, Scheer.
I'm in.
Yes, I would. I'm absolutely in on that. I'd like to see that. Now, special teams against Colorado. Are you worried about the Arizona special teams against Colorado?
I'm always worried about Arizona special teams. Why wouldn't you be?
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
Now with that being said, on the road, yeah, I am. I'm always worried about it.
Yeah. All right. Now, so
I'm never confident in Arizona special teams.
But again, but I do think they need to get Weissong more involved. I would now ASU sucks says need to give Chuba a try at returning punts. No, we got a good punt returner. We need Chuba as a gunner on the special teams though, like he was last year. That was awesome. Or not a gunner, but you know what I'm saying. All right, so either way, Arizona, Colorado. I think that Arizona should be able to win this game. If you don't win this game, is there any coming back from that?
I don't see how. I mean, well, how do you define coming back from it?
I will say this about Brennan. No matter what you think about him, these guys definitely don't quit on. They definitely haven't quit on him.
Right. At all. Like for instance, like if they lose this game, do I think he can get the fans back? No. But if they lose this game and they beat Baylor and Kansas and make a bowl. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now, Dick Wilson, the great Dick Wilson says, Mike, baby steps. First, we catch the ball. By game 10, we start returning the ball. Is that kind of like the you lose big the first year, you lose Yeah.
I mean, like minor. This is just kind of building. Maybe this has all been one big buildup for this week.
You know, the other thing too that we need to, I don't think a lot of people are necessarily giving a lot of credit to. Arizona's everybody's Super Bowl as well. And that's not something that I can sit here and basically diminish as, you know, it's what's been the case. I mean, when you're a football school, you get Irish Mike's been talking about this for years. You get everybody's best shot. When Houston beat Arizona, that was their Super Bowl. When Iowa State beat it, because they knew they weren't going to be any better than after that. So that's something you got to really take into account. Do you give any credence to the credence to the rumor that of Dilly going anywhere?
No,
I don't either.
But
But
I will say if LSU wants him, there's nothing ASU can do about it unless Dilly just doesn't want it.
right, agreed.
Like
Yeah,
financially, you're not. I mean, these dudes. I can only imagine how much Lane Kiffin's going to make in the offseason by someone.
right. Let's see here. I'm not even talking about Deion's health. I hope Deion's fine. All right, Dilly will take Levitt with him. All right, yeah, Dilly to the Cardinals. That's what we need. Okay, Brent Brennan. Do you see his name coming up open for any of these jobs?
No. But if Brent wins out, maybe.
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah. Why not Arizona?
8-4 at that point, right?
Yeah, why not Arizona? Okay. The wide receiver spots, though. Let's get. I need to get Wysong involved. I like the fact that they got Hudson involved more, and I'd like to see Spivey in there. I like seeing Spivey. The one thing I get the whole thing about how Spivey doesn't get open, but I'm going to say this with Spivey though, he makes contested catches. Though he makes those catches, throw it to him.
Yeah. I mean, that's the problem. Like, he doesn't get open. He's not a great route runner, but then he doesn't drop anything.
Yeah,
so it's tough to.
He needs plays.
To be more involved. He absolutely makes. Look, when you have 11 catches or whatever, and 5 of them are touchdowns, you might want to get the guy more than 11 catches.
Yeah,
right?
he makes plays that Brennan to Cactus Auto. Be nice. That's not nice. All right, let's get a couple reads in here. Back to reads, and then we're going to get back to a little football. Then we're going to talk Arizona basketball.
Game change. Basketball game time change.
What time?
Not this one. ASU game.
Oh.
The January 31st game at ASU was originally 4 p.m. TNT said, "Oh no, we want it." Now it's at 12 in the afternoon.
I mean, when ASU basketball hits the court, I mean, you don't even need 88.
I don't think it has anything to do with Arizona.
You don't even need 88 crime because there's going to be no crime because everyone's just going to be watching that game.
By the way, Brent Brennan's record after bye week, 5-6 in his career.
Oh, nice. Cool. Andy Reid-esque. Okay, 88 crime. 882-7463. It's anonymous. Now, you might see something going on there, and you're like, man, you know, there's a lot of bad stuff. I just saw a guy steal a catalytic converter, and I'm thinking, man, but I don't want to get involved with that. This guy might be on Twitter or something. So here's what you do. You call 88 crime and say there was a catalytic converter theft. And I can tell you where this guy is. I can give you his name. I don't want to get involved, though. It's anonymous. Pima County Attorney's Office, 88crime.org. Save the catalytic converters. All right, now, Eris Dental. Land the man with the master plan. TucsonTeeth.com. Dennis Walsh isn't in the chat today, but he has it at plus 360 that this is Land's sister. I have it closer to about minus 200 that it's Land's sister.
I have minus 180.
All right, yeah. So we're right in the
same. We got to make
boat.
money here. We got to
make money. Yeah, exactly. Now, yeah, nice try, Terry Rozier. We're not giving you anything. All right, TucsonTeeth.com. Downtown dental implants and urgent care. I am going to be getting the championship package here inserted shortly. 1997. Again, get it now. That's why I'm getting it now because I don't want to have to pay that 2025 or 2026 when we win the championship. Boom. Check it out. All right. One more. Welcome to the Rock. Holy moly, that Scheer, that was the best one you've ever done. That was amazing. 2 convenient locations. And Scheer, it's not just in Green Valley. It's in Tucson.
It's not. Don't let these people fool you.
Don't let these idiots out here fool you. Exactly. Javier tried luring me to Guadalupe by saying that there was a Green Valley decorative rock up there. I knew there was. A nice try there. All right, check it out. East of Benson, Sierra Vista, west of Marana, south of Nogales, north to Oracle. Check it out. Green Valley decorative rock. Back the rock, baby. Back the rock. Okay, rock. Okay, so yeah, I want to see those guys get involved. Where are we at then with the defense though? Because listen, we know that we lose basically the entire defense. And I do think, though, that, like I said, I do think it plays into Arizona's hands, though, that Colorado won't try to throw the ball. I think that they will, or won't try to run the ball. I think they will try to throw the ball.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. They don't run the ball. I'm looking at, I guess we may get a national game here.
Right. Oh, hey, wait a second.
They just announced another TV change for Arizona, Colorado.
Interesting.
If the World Series goes to Game 7, the game will be on FS1. If not, Fox has picked up Arizona, Colorado.
Hey, Philip, show me that. Philip says, did you guys see Totree's crash out and rant about Arizona fans? No, but I want to see that.
No, we need to see that now.
Yo, you need to see that. Yeah, send that. Put that in the chat because I can have fun with the little guy with that one. Oh, that'll be good. Oh, yes.
Is this a new one?
Well, it was this like yesterday. No, that's fantastic though. Yeah. So I will leave it at that. Now at the line, let me ask you this though, Scheer. The defensive line. This is a game though. Colorado's offensive line not very good, and Arizona I think needs to exert its girth. I think they need to push that girth into the backfield.
Yeah, I think eventually you got to force your girth in there.
Yeah,
you know. And I think that when you look at the holes overall in the defense, there's a lot of space.
They're susceptible in a lot of different areas.
Yeah, I call it girth gaps.
Yes, girth gaps. Yes, yeah. Exactly. All right, I'll check out Totree after the show. That's going to be great.
Girth gaps.
Yeah,
dude,
girth
that
gaps.
Might be a new term. Girth gaps.
But also Arizona. The thing that Colorado also had last year was that they had a lot of really good wide receivers. This year, it's not nearly the same. Plus, they don't throw the ball. Arizona should load the box, in my opinion.
Arizona should beat the crap. Let's just cut the crap here. Okay? Mm-hmm. Let's just cut the crap. Arizona should win. Thank you.
Well, let me ask, but again, I keep coming back to Colorado's played very well at home.
Yeah, I get it.
Right. Now, Marcus Delgado actually makes a good point. Colorado only has one competent offensive lineman. I think that is true. Now,
who is it? It's Seaton.
Seaton.
Dude, I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't memorized Colorado's depth chart yet. I know. Usually,
you're an idiot.
Usually I'm at that point on like a Monday where I just boom, bop, boo.
Yeah.
Their center is, oh my God.
Like,
dude, I don't know anyone.
Yeah.
Xylon. They got a guy named Xylon and like Zarlon or something.
Xylon Cheatham. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Now,
they're not good. They're just not a good team. I want to know this Dion presser.
Ooh,
because I want to know if he's making a QB change. Because Salter sucks, right?
But he's better than Staub or whatever his name is.
But he's better than Staub because Staub can't move back there. And Arizona will just annihilate it. Should Colorado even score this weekend?
I don't know, but I like what Ben One Wysong says. Danny's sending the girth on Saturday. Yeah. I think you got to be very aggressive in this game.
Attack. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a girth attack.
Did I ever tell you when that buffalo farted at me 3 years ago when I was up there? It was the worst smell I've ever smelled in my life. Easily the worst smell, and it was loud, and everybody
worse than one of yours.
Way worse. Oh, it's an animal fart. Animal farts are way worse than human farts. It's not even close.
I mean,
yeah, they are. But it was funny because we were walking up there, and I can't remember who was next to me. Oh yeah, a person you know. And he said, he's like, did that buffalo just fart? And I said, yeah, I thought I heard it too. He's like, that's awful. So
that's kind of what you do, though. You usually fart and then blame it on like the nearest buffalo.
Yeah, the nearest buffalo. Now Javier said you said the same about Houston, and they suck. And what happened? Houston's good.
Houston, I was wrong. Houston hasn't lost like Colorado lost.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And Houston would definitely beat Colorado.
Javier's always so aggressive.
He really is.
Javier probably thinks Embry-Riddle's winning tonight.
I'm sure he does, and then they got to fire Lloyd, and Lloyd should be coaching at Embry-Riddle. Yes. Adaptable Fox says, only sending a 3-man rush is unforgivable. Yes, you got to go after him. What are you doing, Scheer?
I'm trying to find out some juice.
Okay. All right. So now I'm going to ask you this. On Arizona's schedule, when you look at this, Arizona's schedule is compatible with getting more wins. It's not like they're going to be playing 35 different teams that are all better than them. Colorado. Now, listen, Javier, all of you people, I'm not saying Arizona's good, but what I'm saying is that these teams, just because they beat Arizona doesn't mean that they still don't suck. So, and I stand by that. Colorado sucks.
Yeah, we're not afraid. Just because Arizona loses to them doesn't mean they don't suck.
Yeah, exactly. Baylor sucks.
Javier, stop it. Do we have the money to bring in Brian Kelly? Can we stop? First of all,
gosh,
he's a piece of crap. I'm big on cheaters coaching Arizona. Like, give me the cheaters.
Yeah.
Brian Kelly basically killed a kid. I don't want him anywhere. Would you take Brian Kelly at Arizona?
No, I think he's a jerk. I've never liked Brian Kelly.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I actually wouldn't. I wouldn't take him in Arizona.
I wouldn't take him. I'd rather lose with class.
Yeah.
No, honestly, I'd rather lose.
No,
with
I'm
class.
dead serious. I wouldn't take Brian Kelly. If you're going to give me an option between two fired coaches, I would take James Franklin over Brian Kelly in a heartbeat.
I would take Brent Brunner over Brian Kelly.
Would you? No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, but I would. I would. You want to know why I would? Because at the end of the day, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to stand on business. At the end of the day, I would still like the last years when Byrne was here was just exhausting for me. One arrest after the other, after the other, after the other, everybody looking the other way. I don't like stuff like that. It just I don't like stuff like that. And so I don't know. You bring in Brian Kelly and okay, it's like okay. Yeah. So there is that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd rather lose with class. I'll put it to you like that. Yeah, period, point blank. Now, so you look at it, though, these teams are all beatable. Now, the other thing, too, is I think before the season, we thought that Arizona State would probably beat Arizona. I'll tell you one thing. If Arizona plays a Jeff Sims quarterbacked ASU team, I am picking Arizona in that game.
Ooh, yeah. Why wouldn't you?
Right. I mean, seriously.
I can't believe you're turning your back on Jeff Sims.
I
built him up. You built him up.
You know what my favorite thing is when I tweet out and I say Jeff Sims time and then like 800 ASU fans get in there and they say, there you are again, rooting on injuries.
Yeah,
no.
People don't understand. People don't understand. And ASU fans, I know you watch this show secretly.
You do watch this show.
We have paid attention to Jeff Sims for years.
Yeah. Nebraska is my second team. I have watched Jeff Sims at Nebraska. So when Dilly was
watched him at Georgia Tech.
Ugh.
He's been in college for 6 years.
So when Dilly is saying that Jeff Sims is an MNFL quarterback, or when your buddy Cartman is trying to say that you can run a competent offense with him, I knew they were wrong.
Is 2023 Jeff Sims the worst quarterback you've ever seen?
The one in Nebraska? Oh,
One touchdown, 6 interceptions.
How many fumbles?
I'd have to.
It was at least 6 fumbles. It was like at least 6.
Let me look.
And then we're going to get back to other sports.
Let me look. You just talk to everyone.
Yeah, all right, but it was something like 1 touchdown and like 12 turnovers. It was an astounding
2023, right?
Yeah, it was an astounding season on his behalf.
He had 6 picks and on 28 total drives over 4 games.
Yeah,
Sims directly accounted for 12 turnovers.
Yeah.
5 fumbles, 6 picks, and then I don't know. So whatever. But yeah.
And that's pretty impressive.
39% of his drives ended in a turnover.
In a direct turnover from Jeff Sims. Yeah.
That is so cool.
Yeah, that is what it is. Yeah. He stinks. Arizona can absolutely win that game. That's all I'm going to say. Now let me ask you this, Scheer. Well, never mind. All right. So now let's talk, because we are a basketball school as well, and I know that there's one turd in here that wants to fire Tommy Lloyd after every game, but let's talk a little bit of Arizona basketball. There is I'm at the point now where I think that people are nationally are underestimating Braden L. Burries. Did you see that? Did you see that list where they had him rated as the 30th best shooting guard in the country?
Yeah,
I can assure you that he is going to be better than the 30th point. They had KJ Lewis in front of him.
You know why that stuff doesn't bother me, to be honest? Because when it happens, everyone else looks stupid, and then we just point them to the AZ12 podcast where we told everyone how stupid they were.
Yeah. Let's see here, Mike. So does national media are turds for not believing? Nobody nationally believes that Tommy Lloyd should be fired. Period.
Hey, buddy, you don't want to know what they think of Tommy Lloyd nationally.
Yes.
They like him.
They like
He's
Tommy
very
Lloyd.
well respected.
Yes. Now, but Burries, though, I'm looking at this list, and it was a combination of guys that can't dribble or shoot like KJ, or it was cold soup.
Whose list was this?
Did you see it? I sent it in group, and I said, Cody, I'd like to have this for Monday. But I don't know that we can even put it up because I don't want to get demonetized again. That sucks.
The graphics won't demonetize this.
Oh, by the way, we had a super snap.
Okay,
I apologize. We didn't see the super snap. Edgar Ortiz, Brennan to LSU with a fake Southern account. I will say, watching Brent Brennan coach in the SEC would be funny.
It would actually be funny.
It'd be really. Would you rather watch Brent Brennan coach in the SEC or the MNFL?
SEC, easily.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, here it is. Here it is. Look at this.
Who made this list? Well, first of all, this website sucks.
Yeah, but they got a lot of followers.
You fall for bad websites.
Yeah, but no, they got a ton of followers, though.
All right. I would put. First of all, I'd put. Okay. Well,
they have Is Emmanuel? All right. So here, I'm just going to read it for people.
Let's go backwards. Let's go backwards.
Okay.
Riley Kugel's not very good. He's named after great Jewish food. He's not that good.
Kugel, isn't that an exercise? Kugel exercise?
That's a Kegel.
Kegel. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
He's better than KJ Lewis.
Yes. DJ Wagner sucks. We always have to hear about him.
You don't even know who Paul McNeil is.
Isn't JJ?
This is going to be good. You're going to like this. You ready? You ready? Watch Mike's face, everyone. You don't know who Paul McNeil is. Paul McNeil's a sophomore this year, Mike. Do you know how many points he averaged last year? I know who he is. He started 3 games and averaged 4 points a game.
I never heard of him.
I don't know why he's on that list. Literally at all.
Can we talk about something? Would you rather have Emmanuel Sharp or Braden Burries?
Emmanuel Sharp.
Would you?
Probably, yeah.
Really? Oh, I disagree with that.
It's close.
Yeah, I disagree with that because you can't.
Kylan Boswell isn't a shooting guard. Xavier Lee isn't a shooting guard. I don't care what they play. They're not shooting. Seth Trimble sucks.
I would. I don't.
Trimble. Seth Trimble averaged 11 points on 40% shooting last year. He sucks.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, this list stinks. They have Otega Uwe at number 1.
That's fine with me.
Yeah, they got Ball. I think Ball's good. Ben's a big fan.
Okay. I'm okay with the top 5. I really like John Blackwell. I think he's maybe better.
Right.
That guy Anthony Roy, Mike.
Yeah.
I know you don't know who he is yet. He was hurt last year. He's a transfer. He's going to be really good.
Also,
Chase Ross is way too high. That's stupid.
Also, I would take Braden Burries all day, every day over Pop Isaacs.
Yeah, that list is stupid. Chase Ross is not better than John Blackwell.
I actually think that. Where do you put Richie Saunders?
I think Richie could probably go higher if you want.
I think so too. Either way,
I like Ryan Conwell.
I don't think people understand though just how good Braden Burries is. I think they're going to find out, but I think
he's top 15. He should be top 15 on this list.
I think he should be higher. So
I'm
should he be
Aiden Holloway? What did Aiden Holloway do last year?
What about who's Rodney Rice? Sounds like a wide receiver.
Rodney Rice, you know who that is?
Who is he?
He's good. He's the dude on Maryland that we actually remember.
Oh, I do know who that is. Yeah, that guy's good. I have no problem with that. I do know who that is. Yeah. Chase Ross.
He's way too high.
Yeah. All right. So either way, I think you're about to find out. Oh, by the way, Rage's guy.
Isaiah Evans. Why is Isaiah Evans at 12?
Yes. And what about let's see here. Tyrone Riley, Rage's guy that he lost $1,000 bet to that he's
going to go to Arizona any second here.
Yeah, 21. All right. I'm just saying, watch Braden Burries tonight. I think Braden Burries is going to do I think Braden Burries is going to impress a lot of people. Let me ask you this.
I'm ready.
What do you Braden Burries, how high does he go in the MNBA draft?
I don't know. It's a weird situation. He's older. He's not entirely athletic, but he's good.
But he's really good, though.
Yeah, it's tough. I know Arizona believes he's a lottery type-ish pick.
And also, I think it's going to depend on how tall he legitimately is. Like if he's like 6'3", then I think it's a little bit more difficult. But if he's legitimately 6'4.5" or 6'5", then I think Arizona's going to be in some pretty good shape. What are you looking for in this Embry-Riddle game?
Nothing. I don't want to go at all.
Hey, you should take a page out of my book and not go.
I'm going to be honest. What am I possibly going to gain from? First of all, I'm not going on any inside knowledge, but Koa Pete looked a little banged up last scrimmage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Toby Awaka, do you want to play him? Like Florida just sat out 4 guys out of their last scrimmage. This is why not? If I'm Arizona, I'm considering doing the same.
All right, now BTA 2003. Why cannot Burries be like CP3? The thing with CP3 is that CP3 was literally about as pure a point guard as you're ever going to find. Braden
there
Burries
are no similarities whatsoever between
Braden Burries, and again, we like you a lot, but we like you. But I'm just saying with Braden Burries was meant to score the basketball. That's why I'm also happy that Braden Burries came here, because it always bothers me when somebody is like we've talked about a million times, when somebody is given a real skill. a real skill and the coolest skill in all of basketball to score. And then they're like, oh, I'm a point guard. No, you're not a point guard. Stop acting like an idiot.
Yeah.
Braden Burries is going to score the basketball. By the way, was there anything worse than Joseph saying that Arizona should have absolutely taken Elijah Arenas over him?
Yeah.
That's an all-time L.
What a dub.
Yeah, that's an all-time L for him. So, yeah, that's what it is. All right, now I would like to see. I would like to see Dwayne get going a little bit. He didn't do much in that previous game. I'd like to see Dwayne get going a little bit. I'd also like to see Vaughn. This is a game for me to get some of the other guys a little bit of leg work, a little bit of
What is Braden Burry's NBA comparison?
Poor man James Harden.
AI says Donovan Mitchell.
No. Donovan Mitchell is way more explosive than he is. I'm telling you, I think that it's James Harden.
Malcolm Brogdon is another one. That's not bad.
Yeah, I don't hate that one.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I like that, but he reminds me of Harden a little bit of the way in that he's herky-jerky. He kind of gets you off balance. You don't know exactly how he just got you off balance. I can see him getting a lot of free throws. He's athletic enough, but he's not. You're never going to look at him and say, "Man, that's an A+ athlete." You're not going to. Yeah, that's just not what he does. I like poor man's Harden. I agree with you, Cam, in video. That's why I said it.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, Derek White. Nah. I think he's a little bit more. Dynamic than Derek White, but I don't actually hate that one. That's not bad. But all right, now Dwayne Aristode. I'd like to see Dwayne because I still think that Dwayne. Oh my gosh, $10 super snap from Vegas Falcon 17. Oh, we love Vegas Falcon. Can't wait.
So here's something that I
read it first for everybody out there, so I don't get
any chance of seeing CD tonight. He didn't get any minutes, but Muwat got game time. I think CD has an injury a little bit. You are not going to hear very much about injuries before exhibitions. Notice the tweets are starting to come out after exhibitions, Mike, because of the NBA scandal.
Interesting.
So no one is going to leak injuries anymore until they're reported by the Big 12 or whatever, because...
I get it.
Get it? Does that make sense?
Yeah. By the way, man, those guys are all cooked. Those are some of the dumbest people in the world in that betting scandal. Chauncey Billups, what are you doing, dude?
Did you see the newest one? Even though he wasn't charged?
Huh.
Antonio Gates hosted one of the poker games.
He hosted one of them?
Yeah.
See, that's the thing.
I don't know how he's not charged unless
see, I don't like some of these reports coming out. Like they reported that Kevin Garnett and then you read the article. He showed up there thinking it was an after party, and then he left.
But Gates hosted one. So
right, I
if Gates doesn't get charged, your first inkling is there's a reason he didn't get charged.
Oh, of course, for sure. Yeah. You're selling secrets.
Ben One White style.
Yeah. All right, now. Irish Mike says Toby has been sitting out because you're going to line up a defensive end against Colorado. This needs to happen. Not opposed. Could Toby play a year of Arizona football if he wanted to?
100% Toby could play, and I would put him at tight end.
Ben One White says, I'll fight you for that position. Yeah, okay. Now, Nick Arena says, Trier Burries, neither are that athletic. Burries is a winner. Trier was a loser. At the end of the day,
Trier's a loser, but underrated basketball player.
Yeah, no, that's an interesting guy. He's not a guy that I ever looked at and said, yeah, that's a winning basketball player, but he definitely is kind of underrated in the grand scheme of things. But Burries is better than him.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Feds don't charge on suspicion. They only have. I will say this though about this, and you could say this: the law firm of Luke and Scheer. I will say this though. I think that sometimes the feds get a little bit excited with themselves, like with the Diddy thing. Diddy's an awful person, obviously, but that was not a RICO case. They're making him out like he's John Gotti or something, and he's running like an organized crime family. I mean, that's where the feds lose me a little bit there.
You tell him.
Yeah, I'm just going to tell him. I'm going to tell him exactly what I think. Boom. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Now, Jade Bradley, just all these other guys, though. I know what you can do. Just get out of this game healthy. I would like to see a lot of bench players get some time, though, in this game. I'd like to see Vaughn get some time. I'd like to see Dwayne get some time. I'm trying to think who else. Yeah, I'd like to see the two African kids get some time. Who else? And I'd like ADO to just be able to shut people up. By the way, Krivas.
I want him to see him dominate these.
I want to see Krivas absolutely destroy people out there, and I think he can.
I want to see him dominate these 5'9" aeronautical engineers.
Yeah, now exactly. Now Marcus says, how does Jackson Cook look, Scheer? Who's Jackson Cook?
We're gonna find out tonight.
Yeah. We're
The
gonna
walk on. How do you not know who Englishman Jackson Cook is?
I don't know. Yeah, Is it Sir Jackson Cook?
Yeah, Sir Jack.
Okay. All right, now Sir Jack. Oh, I like Sir Jack. Yeah. The now Javier actually makes a good point. I want to see defense of the three. Yes. Going into this year, I want to see them rebound and I want to see them defend the three. Those are my
strong
two big
point by Javier. Typical strong point.
That's actually a good point. And if he makes a good point, we actually need to give him credit for it.
Typical strong point. That's my guy. Javier's my guy.
Now, Krivas, over or under 1.5 dunks tonight.
In the first quarter.
Well, I don't know because I don't know that he's going to be in there a lot.
But
yeah, I'm going to
Over.
I'm going to say over. I'm going over. I think he's going to dominate again, and I think that we're going to be on the post-game show, and Dennis Walsh is going to pretend that it didn't happen. I'm taking the over as well. All right, now, we got some recruiting to get to here. We got a little bit of news. But first, Becky Burke did coach at Embry-Riddle. That's a good point, Irish Mike. Yeah. All right, RJ's Frozen Cactus, baby. Start yourself at RJ's Frozen Cactus. Look at this food right here. Look at that. Look at that garlic toast. That looks amazing. And you can get a 4 peaks as well. Yummy, yummy in the incapacitated tummy. All right, now, what are you doing, Scheer?
Oh, my back hurts.
Oh, I thought you're farting. Okay, huge parking lot. You could park a jet in. Home of the AZ12 watch party. So 100 plus craft beers, plus $2 deals, pizza, wings, tacos, burgers, and more. No bad seats in the house. RJ's Frozen Cactus. Go in there, man. Again, we're going to have another watch party that Joseph will say he's coming to, but he won't. RJ's Frozen Cactus. Red hot sports and ice cold beer. Boom, I read that perfectly.
Oh, my God. What a read.
Yeah, it was amazing. All right, now the Tucson Family Food Project. Yummy, yummy. We've decided that this picture is fajitas. Now, help this girl help herself. Well, it makes sense. I'm not sure that it doesn't. All right. Direct aid plus life skills development, cooking, nutrition, education. Currently 255 meal kits per week. The 2026 goal is 1,000 meal kits. What are you laughing at, Scheer?
I don't say it out of that read after that line.
What's that? Help this girl help herself?
Yeah, no.
No, seriously, donate to what she's doing.
Yeah, that's okay. That's better.
Yeah. Donations made with AZ12 comment will be matched cumulative up to $10,000. Very, very good. It's a great cause. Check it out. Again, help her help herself. Exactly. I think that's
Mike
good.
just got approved for Vegas, everyone.
Oh, dude. All right. Yeah. I'm approved for Vegas. Yeah.
Back to Luke. Ben one white. Ben one white.
Yeah, Ben one white. Bet the A, baby. All right.
Are you excited about Villanova BYU also?
When is that? Is that game there?
It's right after Arizona.
Oh, is it? I didn't know that. Okay.
We're big, dude. We're big in that Mormon
community. Coach now? Do they still have that They don't have that guy, that Neptune guy. That guy sucks.
No. They fired him. They hired it's our guy. He left from Maryland. We like him.
Oh, the guy that's the big
Kevin Willard.
Oh, okay, yeah. Man, imagine going from Jay Wright to Neptune to Willard.
Willard's a good coach.
He's better than Neptune. All right, now, Copal, we're going to be everybody. Arizona, a UCLA game. We're going to be getting together for a watch party there at Copal. Mention Mike Luke. Hey, when you're there, and you can get a free elote rib with any entree purchase. Elote.
I won't be there, but I'll FaceTime in.
Yeah, I'll FaceTime in, baby. All right, Mexican food delivered nationwide at mymexicanmenu.com. Use code AZ12 for 10% off your order. Book your next large party or corporate event. And again, large party packages available. We also cater any event. Check it out. It's going to be a lot of fun. November 14th. Mark your calendars. Cams and Video says, where are we meeting up in Vegas this week? Vegas Falcon, you're in charge of this. You're in charge of this, my guy. We're just following your lead, my friend. All right, yeah, Vegas Falcon does. Okay, now. All right, what else we got? All right, I guess that's it. Okay, now Cam Williams. I'm going to say this about Cam Williams, and I'm going to Arizona very much has a chance in this one. We don't want him committing anytime soon, though. The longer it draws out, the better for Arizona. That is what I'm going to say, Scheer.
Yes.
You agree?
Yes.
All right. Yeah. Do you want to elaborate or just leave it at that?
What was the question again?
We want Arizona. We want this to.
I want to be not paying attention like 10 minutes into the game.
For what?
Because I just want Arizona to. I want the score to be like that.
No, that's what I was asking you. I was asking you about Cam Williams.
Oh, there's no update. We had him the other day.
No, I just literally said the longer that it draws out, the more that I want.
Yes. I wasn't paying attention. I got it.
Yeah, evidently. Tune in.
Yeah, the longer it takes, the better. I think right now it's Duke, probably, let's go 55-45. But Arizona's not out of it. The longer this goes, the better it is for Arizona. More to think about, all that. And I think Arizona could get him. It's not out of the realm of possibility, but you actually want this one to drag out.
You want this one to drag out, and yes, Scheer was busy tweeting. He wasn't paying attention. Yes, Scheer.
I wasn't paying attention at all, but I wasn't tweeting.
Why don't you tune in a little bit? Is Arizona going to have like a 2-man class in 2026?
It's very possible.
So you get let's say you get Cam Holmes, and then it's like, because you're not going to get Caleb Holt.
They might.
Would you say you're more confident in getting Cam Williams than Caleb Holt?
Yeah, but they're in it for Holt.
Like Junior County in for it?
No, they're in it for Holt.
Oh, so you admit that they were never in on Junior County.
Junior County, even they thought was going to UConn unless they changed his mind.
Yeah, okay. Well, all right. Well, either way. All right. So Cam Williams, though. Cam Williams, Cam Holmes, and then you can just do a bunch of grad transfer stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now. All right, so there is Scheer got bored of Mike. Yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize there.
It's fine. Just don't let it happen again.
Yeah, now football recruiting, my friends, because again, as we always say, an Irish Mike is so on point with we're a football school. We all know this. Duh. Brent Brennan was at high school football games this week, and that was good. All right, talk to me, Basha. They have a lot of really, really good football players.
Yeah, they're loaded. I was at Mountain View Marina. I saw your boy, Sean Roebuck.
Oh, I'm going to ask you about him in just a minute.
But yeah, I mean, he was at, Basha and Hamilton are loaded. Hamilton won that game. Hamilton's really good. They got this guy, Roy Oliver.
Oh, that guy's awesome. Elite, and unfortunately, I think he goes to ASU.
I think his dad went to ASU or something.
His dad and his grandpa.
Yeah. So, but we'll see. But he's a freak.
He might dream of back in the A. I mean, you don't know. So, all right. Now, I want to ask you about Sean Roebuck.
Who doesn't dream of back in the A?
Yeah, I mean, dude, everybody does. Yeah. All right.
Wake up.
Yeah. Now, let's talk a little bit then about where Arizona is then with what you think of Sean Roebuck, because last year you thought his brother sucked. Turns out that he doesn't.
He was good. He had a touchdown. I mean, it's Mountain View's not.
Doesn't he have like 9 interceptions this year?
Like 5, but okay. 9, 5. It's all the same.
9, 5, same thing. Yeah, exactly. But what'd you think? Is he a guy that you would offer?
Sure, why not?
That's always your way of saying, I don't want to get in trouble, so I'm just not going to say anything.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's I probably ought. No, I don't know, man. I seen him once, and he was against Mountain View. He had a touchdown, and they're terrible. So yeah, why not? He's local, sure. Offer him.
All right. Yeah. Now, Nick Arena says, can Arizona get Roy Oliver?
No.
That
dude's gonna go wherever he wants. He's a freak.
Yeah.
He's only a sophomore.
That guy's awesome. Now, Javier says, Scheer, your true opinion, if we lose to Colorado, does DRF fire Brennan and start the work to look at the potential head coach? No, I don't think that the only way that I could see him getting fired in season is before ASU, if that were to ever happen.
Because you can't fire him as long as they're bowl eligible.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's the only one. But I will say this. I think this is about as big a game as he's had. Actually, no, I'm going to say that. I think this is the biggest game that he's had in his tenure here. I really do. I know we say that each week, but sooner or later, you got to win one of these.
I mean, I understand what you're saying, but, why?
Because
I'm fired on Sunday.
Well, no, I get it. But I also don't know. If you lose to Colorado.
You have to beat 2 of Cincinnati, ASU, Kansas, and Baylor.
If you lose to Colorado, with the way that they just got absolutely embarrassed, I think it's that's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know. I don't know what's in DRF's head. I don't know.
Maybe they get their look. If they lose to Colorado on the last second field goal, does he get fired Sunday? No. If they lose to Colorado 43-0, does she wake up and say, "My God, she could"?
Yeah. All right. I will say this. I do miss having Dave here because I knew everything that Dave was thinking. I know nothing of what DRF's thinking. So
it's going to be crazy when Robbins hires Dave Hickey as AD and brings in Jed Fish.
I mean, LSU?
It's going to be wild.
That would be amazing.
Dave Hickey AD of LSU would be
Oh, that would. Oh, dude, Dave and Dave's got Southern ties as well, strong Southern ties. Okay, now Dick Wilson says lose to Colorado and there would be less than 15,000 people at the next game. Hey, dude, where you been? That's been the way it's been the last 3 games.
Yeah.
I don't not to be me now.
What, average? I mean,
Irish Mike says is Dilly a little scared by Brennan, kind of copying what Brennan's doing?
Look, Dilly said he wasn't going to the game. He pretty much insinuated he wasn't going to the game. And then when he found out Brennan was going to the game, he's like, I need to go. And he prioritized that over Houston, and then Houston won. I'll let you do the math.
I mean, you kind of figure that one out as well. You know, it is kind of a bummer that neither one of it's fine with me for ASU, but dude, there is so much talent in Phoenix right now. It's absolutely insane. And like, imagine growing up one of these kids in Phoenix and you have no dream of actually playing in front of anyone or playing at ASU or U of A.
Most of them.
Yeah, I was going to say, isn't that pretty much all of them? Yeah. Now, we really just need to win our home games, which is entirely possible. Baylor and Kansas. Hey, did Kansas end up winning or did Kansas lost?
Kansas got their butt kicked. Baylor came back, but still lost. I think Baylor's a tough ask.
Baylor's a tough ask for Arizona to win.
Yeah. It's a bad matchup for Arizona.
You love Baylor, though.
I think they score a lot of points.
All right. So you think that Arizona's going to lose?
I think Kansas. I don't know. I don't know, dude. Look, Arizona could win out or they could lose out, and neither would be that shocking.
What do you think's more likely? They lose out or they win out?
Lose out.
Oh.
I think winning at Cincinnati is borderline impossible.
Yeah, I would agree with that. So yeah, let's see. Now I will say this: $15 tickets. That is a good thing right here.
Mike, will you be at the Kansas game? They announced it as a 1 p.m. kickoff.
Yeah, of course. I'll go there to sit next to you and wait for Brian to start bashing me once I leave.
So locked in.
Yeah, I know. I'm ready, dude. I like going to the football games.
I like when you go to the football games.
You know who doesn't?
Enjoy your company.
You know who doesn't like?
Everybody else?
No. Well, I think the kids behind me actually really like.
That's Troy. Troy's behind us.
The kids though. I like the band kid.
Yeah.
And then Cohen likes me as well. No, the only one that doesn't like me is Peterson, but whatever. I don't care what he thinks.
You're an acquired taste.
Yeah. Well, no. Well, because I don't troll the fan base all day. Okay. So, all right. Now let's get into, let's get a couple reads in here. And then
got 3 minutes. Got 3 minutes.
Right, yeah. Hold on. Irish Mike said, no, you have actually 7 minutes.
Right,
Irish
5 minutes.
Irish Mike says wrong way of thinking. We're a bad matchup for them. I agree with that. They got a matchup with us.
Dude, Irish Mike is the biggest Brent Brennan supporter I know.
Dude, Irish Mike backs the A like no other. He backs the I and the A. Okay. Cody, are you there?
He could be pooping.
I don't think Cody's there. Okay. All right. Not just a football school. Look at this. Irish Mike, how have you not bought this shirt yet? Look at this. Go to az12-podcast shop fourthwall.com and get this shirt right now. Listen, the women will come flying to you. I don't know what else to say, man. There's going to be a lot of babies that are going to be born basically 9 months after these shirts are purchased. That's the only thing I can say. You know, like the baby boomer generation, like they all got back from World War II and they're like, it's time to start having kids. That's basically what this shirt entails right here. It's going to be the same thing. Get the shirt now while you can. That's
whoa.
Comfort X HVAC, my friend. Tucson Turkey and Toy Drive. Mention AZ12 win booking. OC Bodybuilder said his shirt came on Saturday. Very, very good. Like it. Now, services and maintenance, emergency repairs, installation, replacements, boom, ductwork, ventilation, bathroom fans, etc., noise reduction, all of that. Plus, Cody James Martin can speak to their efficiency and everything they do. They are men of girth. They are men of intelligence. We appreciate everything that Comfort X HVAC does. Very good stuff.
Intelligent girth.
Intelligent girth. Muy intelligente girth. Okay.
Moy. There's not muy. It's just moy.
Yeah. Okay.
Muy
okay. All right. Now, so anyways, Arizona's got to beat Colorado, Scheer. That's what I'm just coming down to. That's what it comes down to. Arizona's got to beat Colorado.
That's it, baby. That's it.
Exactly.
Crap. That's it.
Now, this is a reason. Now, listen. If you're looking to reproduce, get the shirt. Just get the shirt. I mean, it's better than, you don't need to go to a doctor or you don't need to do any of that stuff. Just get the shirt. Everything else will take it from there.
It'll get you pregnant.
It will get you pregnant. You might be you might actually break the mold and become pregnant as a man with that shirt.
Arnold Schwarzenegger did that.
Yeah, if Arnold wasn't even wearing that shirt. Can you imagine? Arnold would have been the Octodad if he had that shirt. It would have been amazing what he would have been able to do.
That was good, Michael.
Yeah, no, I'm funny right now.
It's so funny.
Mom says I'm cute. Okay, so Arizona, though, you got to win that game. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We will find out. But Arizona, Embry-Riddle beat the snot out of Embry-Riddle. We're going to have a post game tonight as well. We expect you all to be here as well. But everybody, go to Little Caesars. Code free classic. You get a free pepperoni pizza with a non-cheese or pepperoni pizza. Check it out. Code free classic. It's very, very good. Presented by Little Caesars. Scheer, where can they find you doing your stuff?
WildcatAuthority.com and the Wildcat Scoop podcast with Shelby. And excited by Embry-Riddle basketball.
Oh, man, I'm so excited. I'm not going to be there. All right. Yes. So let's see it now. One other thing. Putting on the shirt has been proven to boost testosterone by 30% immediately. This is true. Duh. Yeah, get in line. And 30 might be on the low end.
It's been called the Viagra shirts.
I mean, it is. Just get it. Your lady will like it. Or, it's the Ben 1 situation. It just depends. Either way, everybody is going to like it. So, on that note, though, we will be back with you on the post-game show. We very much appreciate you. For Jason Scheer, everybody in the comments, you are great. I'm merely Mike Luke. For Cody James Martin, we'll be back with it. Oh, wait a second. Cody, we didn't do the Jesse's Tattoo Shop.
I didn't realize you guys were ending 20 minutes early.
More to go. Oh, we got 2 more to go? All right, well, let me do it. Yeah, we're going to, yes. Let's, okay, we got to get Jesse's in here. All right, hold on.
All right, goodbye, everyone.
All right, see you dude, later. Get out of here. Okay, now, Jesse's Tattoo Shop. I went to the Tucson Expo. This guy's amazing. You should see all the clientele that they have there. Jesse's Tattoo Shop. Golf Links and Pantano. It is a sober shop. Wear a tattoo that speaks your story. Call 520-358-2881. And again, they got a lot of the Tucson Expo was a fantastic event. A lot of people showed up there. I'm telling you, this guy's got a line a mile long to get in there because of what he does. It is awesome. And they got the car show coming up here as well. November 30th, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., 2025 Tucson Toy Drive. Watch Jesse's page for the surprise raffle. You can see Jesse on the back of like buses and everything. There's a mechanical bull there as well. I will be there. And again, everybody, Tattoo Shop. It is awesome. It is clean. It is good. Everything. We very much appreciate Jesse. He's the man. Now, Foster Plumbing, residential and commercial, licensed, bonded, and insured. Sewer lines, they'll fix your front pipe, whatever you need. Water heaters, drain cleaning, sewer inspection, 24/7 service. 10% off when you mention the AZ12 podcast. Call 520-603-3817 to schedule service today. Foster Plumbing, back the pipe, baby, back the pipe. Okay, now, everybody, we will be back with you tonight about 9 o'clock or so. Mark your calendars. TTFN, we will talk to you tonight. Woo!